The Inspector General of Police, Douglas Kanja, appears to be on course following the footsteps of other senior police officers who have dared to defy court orders if events witnessed in court Tuesday are anything to go by. Kanja had been ordered by the High Court Judge Bahati Mwamuye to produce 6 men suspected to have been abducted by police in Nairobi, Kajiado, Machakos and Embu counties in recent days, but he was no-show. Just like Gilbert Masengeli, who was acting as police boss, Kanja has also been directed to appear in court next week and produce the missing Kenyans, dead or alive. Our reporter Fred Kagonye looks at what lies ahead for Kanja if the orders are not complied with.
When Douglas Kanja was still out waiting to be vetted by members of parliament as the next Inspector General of Police, Gilbert Masengeli, who was the then acting IG, faced similar predicament at a time when Kenya was battling rising numbers of abductions by unknown people suspected to be security agents. At the time, the Law Society of Kenya had filed a case seeking to have the police compelled to produce Bob Njagi, who was abducted from a Kitengela-born Matatu, and Jamil Longton and his brother Aslam Longton, who were abducted from their home in Kitengela, Kajiado County. Masengeli would come out as a defiant police boss after he refused to appear before Justice Lawrence Mugambi, despite several summons, instead choosing to become a wanderlust just to show he was on a working tour. He was found guilty of contempt of court, and this escalated the row between the police and the judiciary, after the security of Justice Mugambi was withdrawn as a way to punish him. On the day of Masengeli's sentencing, however, 3 missing Kitengela men were freed by their abductors. Kanja would later be vetted and approved before being sworn into office as a substantive IG.
Any information acquired by me, by reason of the duties performed by me.
During his tenure, Kanja has maintained that the police do not abduct suspects, but arrest them and charge them in courts. As the man in charge of the police, he did not explain who is abducting the missing Kenyans.
I assure you all that, tapping on my first experience, I am going to dedicate myself and work closely with all stakeholders to ensure that the National Police Service delivers on its mandate efficiently, effectively, and within the frameworks of the law.
Justice Bahati Mwamuye has ordered Kanja to appear before him on Wednesday next week and produce the missing Kenyans, namely Billy Mwangi, Peter Muteti, Bernard Kavuli, Steve Kavingo, Gideon Kibet, and his brother Long Kiplangat. Mwamuye said that Kanja is already in contempt and he won't hesitate to take action against him.
I want to state this again. The responses this court expects are not the usual. I don't expect to see grounds of opposition stating I want a substantive response so that we get to the heart of this issue as quickly as possible. The eyes of the people of Kenya are on us and they're expecting substantive justice.
If this happens, then Kanja may find himself without a post, as he may be jailed for a term not exceeding 6 months, get fined, or face both. 2025 promises to be an interesting year, not just for the President William Ruto-led government, but also for the Kanja-led police service, with Kenyans anticipating to see his response in this case of the 6 missing men. The response of the police